You know that feeling when something big is about to happen, but no one is willing to say it out loud. That's exactly the atmosphere around St. James Park right now. There's a sense of tension in the air, the conversations have become more cautious, and movements behind the scenes suggest that Newcastle United could be on the brink of making a decision that will spark strong reactions throughout the fanbase. It feels as though the club is stepping into delicate territory, preparing for an inevitable move. And this move involves one of the most valuable players in the current squad. But hold on, supporter. There's no need to panic just yet. This is only the beginning of a strategic shift that could shape the team's future. What we do know is that, even with all the financial stability Newcastle has achieved in recent years through the backing of the Saudi PIF fund, not even the most powerful clubs are immune to the need for squad restructuring. And when big names are involved, every decision takes on a dramatic tone. The board understands that, the fans can sense it, and the market is watching. By the way, if you've been keeping up with these updates and haven't yet subscribed to the channel, now is the perfect time to do so. Here, you'll get behind-the-scenes insights, understand the reasoning behind the club's decisions, and find out what's really at stake before anyone else. Subscribing helps this channel grow and continue delivering exclusive content for passionate Magpies supporters like you. Don't forget to turn on notifications as well. Back to the central point of this story. It's no secret that Newcastle United have been attracting interest from top European clubs keen on their stars. And although the club isn't under pressure to sell anyone in this transfer window, there's a difference between not needing to sell and being unwilling to do so. Negotiations happen, offers arrive, and it's up to the board to assess which moves make the most sense for the club's medium and long-term sporting project, especially when names being mentioned include the likes of Liverpool and Manchester City. And that brings us to the name currently generating buzz behind the scenes, Anthony Gordon. According to reports published by Team Talk, Newcastle would be more open to selling the English forward than parting with other key assets such as right-back Tino Livramento or striker Alexander Isak. The idea would be to preserve the team's core, and if a sale truly becomes necessary, it should be one that brings in enough funds to make meaningful moves in the market. Sources close to the club claim Gordon's estimated value is around £80 million, a significant sum, but one that reflects his rise in value following his adaptation to Eddie Howe's style and his standout performances last season. Even with ups and downs over the past year, Gordon remains an important figure in the squad and continues to attract interest, particularly from Liverpool, who came close to signing him in 2024 before Newcastle opted to offload other players like Elliot Anderson and Yankuba Minna. Team Talk's report also suggests that the current climate could lead to a renewed approach from the Reds, and while the Anfield club haven't yet submitted an official offer, expectations are growing that this interest may soon turn into concrete action. What's interesting here is that Newcastle would rather part with Gordon than risk losing Livramento or Isak, two players the board and coaching staff consider essential to the team's evolving tactical identity. It's also worth noting that the decision to sell or keep Gordon won't be made based purely on financial grounds. There's an emotional element involved. After all, since joining from Everton, the player has quickly won over the fans and demonstrated a clear commitment to the black and white project. In fact, after the end of last season, Gordon posted a message to supporters expressing his excitement for the upcoming campaign with Newcastle, a comment that, on the surface, shows he wants to stay. If you're enjoying this kind of in-depth analysis and want to keep receiving updates like this, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel right now. This level of content is only possible thanks to the support of our community, and every new subscriber helps ensure more fans gain access to these exclusive insights. Here you'll never miss a detail about what's going on with your club. Despite Gordon's statement, the transfer market can be harsh and unpredictable. Even with goodwill from the players, there are variables beyond anyone's control. Modern football is increasingly shaped by complex negotiations, with agents, directors and even sponsors playing influential roles. And in a scenario where Newcastle must remain competitive, manage their budget smartly and keep investing in quality reinforcements, selling a star player could become a tactical necessity even if there's no urgent financial pressure. The comparison to what Liverpool did years ago, selling Felipe Coutinho to Barcelona and using the revenue to build a title-winning squad, is no coincidence. Sometimes, letting go of one high-value piece opens the door for 3 or 4 top-quality signings. That's the logic that may be driving Gordon's potential exit. It's a decision that carries risks, yes, but also careful planning and strategic foresight. So far, Newcastle fans have seen a relatively quiet transfer window, with no major announcements or shock moves. But as always, the real action is behind the scenes. The biggest decisions are made away from the spotlight, in closed-door meetings, where every word spoken can change the club's direction. And right now, Gordon's name is at the heart of those discussions. The question is no longer whether an offer will arrive. The question is, will Newcastle accept it? If you've made it this far, you can already tell this channel is dedicated to delivering not just the news, but the kind of detailed insight that really matters to supporters. And to stay on top of all of it, Make sure you're subscribed. Don't put it off. Subscribe now and follow every step of this journey with us, a journey that's promising to be thrilling right up to the end of the transfer window. The most intriguing part of it all is that, despite the ongoing speculation, Anthony Gordon continues to train as normal, showing focus and professionalism. He knows his value, understands the impact his departure would have, but also knows how football works. Nothing is certain until contracts are signed, and according to those close to him, the player hasn't made any moves to force a transfer or seek a way out. That attitude reinforces the idea that Newcastle are far from desperate to sell. The club has full control of the situation, the player is committed, and any potential deal would only go ahead if it truly benefits all parties involved, which further supports the theory that if a sale does happen, it will be strategic, thought through and calculated. All of this leaves the fan base in a difficult position. Should they hope Gordon stays at all costs, or accept that his departure could pave the way for signings that elevate the team to a new level? It's the kind of debate that will dominate fan discussions over the coming weeks. But one thing is clear, Newcastle's future is being shaped right now, and every decision counts. So here's the invite. Drop a comment below and let us know what you think. Should Newcastle hold on to Gordon no matter what? Or is selling him for £80 million the smart move to strengthen other key areas? We'd love to hear your opinion. And of course, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss any exclusive updates on this and other potential deals involving Newcastle United. This season is shaping up to be huge and the market is just heating up. Stick with us.